everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a fun one because we are going to be doing a drugstore duping high-end video. I was strolling through Walmart the other day, as one does. When there's a global panorama and Walmart is the only thing that is open, I take my sweet ass time in Walmart because that is the only place I can go. So in Ontario, apparently clothes aren't essential, so the clothes and toys aisles are completely taped off, so you can't shop non-essential items, but the makeup section is considered an essential item. I don't really know. I guess because it falls under personal care, but like still, makeup isn't really essential. But anyways, I'm not complaining because it's where I find my happiness. So I was browsing the makeup aisle at Walmart and they recently expanded their e.l.f. stand, I guess, their little e.l.f. area, and they have so many more products than they used to, and I'm so excited. I love e.l.f. cosmetics, just love them. Especially lately, you know, you can get quality products at an affordable price. So I was browsing that aisle and I saw this. This is the Flawless Brightening Concealer and I thought, that sounds just like the Fenty Bright Fix concealer that I just got in PR. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love on that video. Everyone was so kind and it did really well. You guys seem to really enjoy it, so thank you so much. But I saw this and I was like, that sounds very similar. So I wanted to do a comparison video. So obviously they don't look similar in packaging, but the product description online is very similar to the Fenty one. And this is so much more affordable. So I just wanted to apply it on camera and kind of give you guys a brightening option because not everyone can afford Fenty, especially not right now. I'm just going to get into a little description of the product. I paid $7 Canadian for this and I got this in PR, but it retails for $33 Canadian. However, the Fenty product has 10 mils in it and the e.l.f. one only has 2.3 mils. Let's see how the math pans out. So for the Fenty concealer, it ends up being $3.30 per milliliter of product. And honestly, if you compare them in like cost per milliliter, the e.l.f. one is more affordable, but like not by much. It's $3.04 per milliliter of product for the e.l.f. concealer. So there's really only like a 25-cent difference. That being said, if you don't wear makeup a ton and you don't think you're gonna go through 10 milliliters of product very quickly, this might be a good option for you. I know that I personally only wear makeup when I'm filming or creating or if I have a special occasion, but it's definitely not every day. So I can't see myself going through this Fenty product very quickly at all. I could definitely see this expiring like before I get the chance to use it up. Whereas the e.l.f. one, I feel like it's a little more reasonable to use up 2.3 milliliters of product. Seriously, Trent? I'm gonna need him to shut the hell up. He needs to stop burping so loud in my videos. This is the second day in a row that this has happened. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a product description of the e.l.f. concealer and how it compares to Fenty. So the e.l.f. concealer is a lightweight flawless brightening concealer infused with key ingredients to conceal uneven skin tones and under eye shadows. I feel like it'd be fun for you to guess like which side I have each product on. I'm wearing both products. What side is the e.l.f. side and what side is the Fenty side? You'll find out in the demo, but I feel like they both look very similar. Maybe this side a little bit lighter, but anyway, so this product keeps the eye area looking fresh. It has a buildable formula, perfect for travel, skin-loving ingredients such as hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, conceals uneven skin tones and creates a flawless complexion. It's more luminous and it does have hyaluronic acid, which helps provide hydration by locking in moisture, reducing water loss, resulting in a plumped up, bouncy complexion. Honestly, I was really puffy when I started my makeup. And now I feel like I'm definitely less puffy. I don't know if that's because like I've been like massaging my eye area with a beauty sponge, maybe. But it also has vitamin C, which is an antioxidant that helps brighten and rejuvenate the skin. You can also use it to highlight all over your face and it's luminous. Whereas the Fenty one has a serum-like texture that instantly brightens and blurs with a crease, humidity, and sweat-resistant formula. So this one doesn't claim to be hydrating. So I feel like you might like one or the other better depending on your under eye skin. So if you have more of a dry under eye like me, you may reach for the e.l.f. Cosmetics one, whereas if you have a more oily under eye area and creasing is a problem for you, you might enjoy the Fenty one better. So the Fenty one contains jojoba oil to help condition delicate under eye skin and a Hydro Blend complex full of hydrating ingredients. I wonder what those ingredients actually are. Does it say? It doesn't really say what's in this Hydro Blend complex. I tried finding it also in my actual Bright Fix focused video. I don't really see, I'm not an expert on ingredients though, so reading the ingredients, it's just kind of like gibberish to me, but I don't see anything that I would recognize. There's just like some cross polymers and silicones, so. Seriously?
I'm gonna go to Canadian Tire instead because my order's ready.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I'm gonna go do that and then go biking.
I want to come to Canadian Tire.
You wanna come now?
No, I'm in the middle of something, so. Oh, there is sodium hyaluronate. Is that like hyaluronic acid? They sound similar. Sodium hyaluronate is the sodium salt of hyaluronic acid. So that's probably part of the Hydra Blend complex. Anyway, so the Fenty product is more crease resistant. If you're looking for something more long wearing, that might be the option to go for. Whereas the e.l.f. one is described as being more hydrating and luminous. Of the two, they are both vegan formulas. They both claim to have light coverage and be buildable, both cruelty free, and they are both phthalate and paraben free. So I feel like they're both very solid options. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for, but yeah, so I just applied both of these. My makeup is very fresh, so I'm gonna wear this throughout the day and we will see how everything holds up. And then I can kind of get back to you with an actual opinion, because off of first impressions, both sides look very similar to me. So yeah, we'll see how both of them wear and maybe that'll sway my opinion, or maybe it won't, who knows. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the demo. Okay, my friends, so let's just dive straight into the demo. I have my little e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer here. We can just do a couple clicks. I don't love this packaging, I will say. I got the shade, where does it say? Oh, here. 15W, Fair 15W. It's like a good color for me. Yeah, I don't like how the product will like sit in the brush after you've applied it. It's kind of like the Touche Éclat concealer. So it kind of gives me bougie vibes, but I don't love that. Plus it just kind of like causes an excess of product in the cap. Anyway, I feel like the closest to this shade would be Golden Ivory from Fenty. So that's the one I'm going to use and swatch it next to. So the Fenty one is a lot more yellow. It's a lot more golden. The undertone is significantly stronger. So this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics one and this is the Fenty one. Since the Fenty one is a lot warmer, I'm going to actually swatch it next to the shade Seashell as well. Let's see if that is a little closer. Also not really, I think Golden Ivory is closer. So this is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Fair 15W. This is Fenty Beauty Seashell and this is Fenty Beauty Golden Ivory. So I think this is the one I'm gonna go with just because they look the most similar. Okay, and without further ado, let's get to applying. I don't know what side I should do. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do the e.l.f. concealer on this side for the sole purpose of this being my good side, and for a thumbnail, I want to use my good side. It's the only reason. So I'm just applying like, I don't know, a decent amount. I don't know why I have redness right here. Actually, I think I do know why. It was really cold yesterday and the wind, I went for a walk and the wind got me. That's gotta be what that is. A little bit of wind burn going on. Anyway, that doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna grab my little Beauty Blender dupe. I'm gonna use my little Barbie mirror from ColourPop. I reviewed the collection. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll link it in the cards. And let's just get to blending, you know? I feel like these products, especially because I am wearing, or I plan to be wearing a full face today, I'm gonna go with a more full coverage concealer over top. I'm just using this kind of as my brightener. Oh, wow, that's really nice. I really like that actually. It's not like a super matte finish, but not crazy dewy either. I feel like that has quite a bit of pigment. I don't know why, but I was expecting something less pigmented, maybe because it was so affordable. So you can see the difference. This is with the brightener, this is without the brightener. Amazing. Wow. Okay, let's try the Fenty one. I said I was going to use the shade 02 Golden Ivory, so that's what I'm going to do. I do like the, oh, that was a lot. I like the applicator of the Fenty a little bit better. I just feel like it's a little more hygienic. I think I applied more of the Fenty. The concealer is more hard to control with this applicator, so I don't know, keep that in mind. I'm gonna remove a little bit of it just so I keep things as fair as possible. And yeah, again, let's blend it out. I'm so surprised. This one I think has actually less coverage. That's not the outcome I was expecting. It doesn't mean that it's a better product. The e.l.f. one, depending on the amount of coverage you're looking for, it might make a difference. But since I'm using these as eye brighteners, like I'm putting a concealer on over top, I don't think it's the biggest deal. I still feel like, even though the e.l.f. one appeared to have more coverage at first, I think the Fenty did a better job at brightening. I don't know, you can let me know what you guys think. It is a little bit hard because this side is a little bit worse in my dark circles, like this side's a little darker. So it's hard to be 100% fair. I think also because the Fenty one is a lot warmer, it did a lot better of a job of combating my purple undertones, whereas you can still kind of see the purple undertones on the e.l.f. side. But yeah, that being said, this side is significantly worse. I find like it's a lot darker than this side. Maybe it's impossible to be 100% fair. Anyway, I think both sides look really good. I think both sides look fairly similar, just the color is a little bit different. That doesn't make this color wrong. It's just the one that I was able to pick up. You know, if you have blue undertones, something a little peachier might actually work better for you. Again, it's all just personal preference. But I'm really surprised at how much I like the finish of the e.l.f. one. I don't know why, but I always associate products that are in this packaging to be like super greasy for some reason, and it's not at all. I really like that. As for creasing, the e.l.f. side is a little bit creasier. Yeah, a little bit, but I do have pretty deep creases, so that's to be expected from me anyway. However, the e.l.f. one I don't think claims to be crease proof, whereas the Fenty one does. So let me just take a look at the description for the e.l.f. one just to confirm that. No, so the e.l.f. one does not claim to be creaseless or crease resistant even, whereas the Fenty one does. So I think that's important to note. Oh, sorry, I have an itch. My allergies are so bad today. I woke up and I was just so swollen, like my face, and I just was so congested. Ugh, it's just rough. My eyes will not stop watering, so I'm hoping I don't ruin this makeup. Anyway, that doesn't matter. My point is, if the e.l.f. side creases a little more than the Fenty, I wouldn't really knock the product because it never claimed to be crease proof, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and cover it with, actually, is it biased to use an e.l.f. concealer because it might work better with the e.l.f. side? Yeah, probably a little bit, eh? I'm gonna bust out an old fave. Well, maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, but I'm gonna bust out an old product. This is the Kylie Skin Concealer. This will probably be the last time I use it before I get rid of it. Kylie's rebranding. I don't know if she's bringing her skin concealers back, but this is really old. When did I get this? Was it San Francisco? Because that really wasn't that long ago. I don't really remember. No, I think that was, my memory's so bad. Okay, we're just gonna use this. Maybe I'll get rid of it later. Who knows? I'll decide later. It's not the point of this video. So I'm just going to, you know, apply concealer. The reason I chose this one is because it is a little more sheer. I was gonna use Shape Tape, but that one's so full coverage that you probably wouldn't even be able to tell that I have a brightener on underneath. So we're just gonna go with this one because it has a little less coverage. Again, that's not a bad thing. It's just dependent on what you're looking for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out. Also, I used the shade in the Kylie Skin Concealer Shell, if you're wondering. I know that Ulta still has this product on sale on their website, so I don't know. Maybe they'll have that shade in stock. I don't really know. I really wonder what's going on at Kylie Cosmetics. Like, they must be doing a complete rebrand because they deleted all of their photos, so I don't really know. If you guys know what's happening or you have any theories, let me know, because I would definitely be open to hearing what you guys think about that. Man, I do like that concealer quite a bit. Even though it's like, again, not the fullest coverage, I still think it's really nice. Let's keep going and apply this on this side. Again, it wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't go extremely heavy-handed on the concealer. I don't know why I do that. I can't just apply a little bit. And I never realize until it's already too late, you know? I'm gonna apply some to my nose just to kind of move the product around so there's less under my eyes. Oh, crap. Did you guys see that? I just like stamped it over my eyeshadow. That's so annoying. I'll try and fix it later off camera because I feel like that might take me a while. Man, I forgot how much I like that concealer. I hope she brings it back. So yeah, this is what we're working with here. It's looking good. I think they look rather similar. Yeah, I would say so. Like, there's not a crazy big difference. Crease wise, they look about the same as well. So that's interesting. This side looks a little puffier, but again, this side's just, I don't know why. I don't know why this side gets worse. Okay, so I'm going to pop off camera and I'm gonna finish the rest of my face, and then I can come back and we can powder and take a better look at it, like once the rest is done, if that makes sense. Once it's kind of like settled in and sunken into the skin a little bit, then we can really judge to see if one looks better than the other or not. So yeah, I will see y'all in a second. Okay, so I'm in the middle of finishing off my face. I am applying my cream bronzer on top of my foundation. For foundation, I used the Liss Beauty Triple Fix Serum Foundation. Really enjoy this. The only thing is, as I've been applying this foundation, I have like a streak here that I can't seem to get rid of. I don't know if it's like the foundation or the brightener or the concealer or the mix of all three. I'll zoom you in. I hope you can see it. I can't blend it out either. It's like a streak of product right here. This is on the Fenty Beauty side, by the way. Hopefully you can see that. It's like really annoying me. I'm hoping if I put on highlighter, it'll cover it up, but I don't know. So I just wanted to point that out. Also for creasing, honestly, I'd say we're about the same. The e.l.f. side looks a little worse than the monitor, doesn't it? The Kylie Skin Concealer does crease on me personally, so that's not really a surprise for me, but yeah, I just wanted to give you an update on the creasing, and I wanted to show you this before I figure out a way to get rid of it, because hopefully I can. So yeah, I will be right back. Okay, so I finished applying my cream products, and now we're gonna go in with powder. I'm gonna use the Milani Make It Last in translucent light to medium. I'm trying to like shake the last little bits out of here. So I'll just blend out my creases and then set. Looks pretty good to me. Now let's do the other side. I hope this powder doesn't do what the Anastasia powder did in my Fenty Bright Fix video. I'll link it in the cards if I haven't already. It definitely didn't do that. Okay, cool. The powder looks good on both sides. I wouldn't say either is like particularly better than the other. So yeah, that's good. This might be a pretty close dupe after all. They seem to be performing about the same. So here are the products with my under eye set. This is the e.l.f. side and this is the Fenty side. And again, I'm just going to pop off to finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. I don't know why I was like ET or something. Okay, my friends, so I have finished my makeup and I just want to give you guys a final close-up. I think both sides look very similar. I also think I like the e.l.f. side just a tad more. The Fenty one's a little more drying and the e.l.f. side is a little more hydrating. And the reason I like that better is because though I have oily skin, my eye area is very dry. It's very problematic because I have deep under eye creases, so luminous products often settle into those creases, but matte products make everything look dry. I have a little bit of like crustiness in the inner corner just because it's a little dry patch and the Fenty kind of clings to it. But other than that, I feel like they look really similar and they both look good. So this is the completed look. I like how it turned out. Not my most creative look, but definitely pretty, I guess. So yeah, as of now, I think both sides look very similar. This side might actually look a little bit lighter. Let me know what you guys think. I can't really see how it's looking in the viewfinder, but in person, yeah, I think this side does look a little lighter, but that could be just because the color was a little lighter. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. First impression, I'm really happy with this product. I think it's really great and not everyone can afford a $33 eye brightener, especially right now in a global panorama. So I feel like the e.l.f. one is a great option if you don't mind like the clicky packaging and stuff. I don't love the clicky packaging, but I would definitely overlook it. I feel like it's a good product. I'm so excited. I didn't think that this was gonna go over as well as it did. So yeah, I'm gonna wear my makeup around for the day. I'm gonna film another video and I will come back and check with you guys a little bit later. Okay, my friends, so I am checking in. It has been about 6 hours since I filmed last. So I've been wearing this makeup for a little bit now and I just wanna show you my under eyes. Let me see if I can zoom you in some more. I don't know if you can tell, but we have some definite creasing. I'm looking extra shiny. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, well, that is some oil production. But yeah, I feel like both sides have creased about the same. Honestly, even maybe a little less on the e.l.f. Cosmetics side, which is this side, which I'm surprised about because when I did the Fenty Bright Fix video, I noticed that it didn't really crease almost at all. So I'm surprised that the e.l.f. side actually looks maybe slightly better, but they both have definitely creased throughout the day. It could also be the Kylie Cosmetics concealer. It's probably that because that concealer is a little more emollient. Also, I meant to mention earlier that the e.l.f. brightener actually has 18 shades and the Fenty one only has 16. So you're not sacrificing on that Fenty shade range if you do decide to go with the e.l.f. Cosmetics dupe. I'm trying to see how I think things look. Like if one side looks brighter at all. Honestly, I don't really know. I think they look about the same, which is definitely interesting. So I would go ahead and say that this is a pretty good dupe. Like e.l.f. Cosmetics, they did the thing with this brightening concealer. I would highly recommend. I will definitely be using this on my no makeup days or my lesser makeup days. And I'm really excited to have found a $7 dupe. It does have less product, but again, I don't think you'll go through the product very quickly. The only drawback for me personally with this product is the clicky pen packaging. It's not my favorite. I just don't really like that packaging in general, but I feel like the product itself is good. And the packaging isn't really like bad per se. Like it's not really a negative. It's just not as hygienic. I don't like the idea of the product like sitting in the brush tip. That kind of freaks me out, but it's not like dysfunctional packaging. Like it definitely does the job and it works. I just prefer the Fenty packaging, I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, this product gets an A from me. I really like it. I'm really excited that I tried it. And that's everything from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see any other drugstore drugstore dupe videos or drugstore makeup videos. I really like doing them because though I have to buy products for a video, it's usually pretty cheap. So you can't go wrong with that. So yeah, I think that is it for me today. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. Please don't forget to subscribe if you want to. If you don't, that's okay. I just really appreciate you being here. It helps out my channel so very much by you watching, so thank you. Please leave any video requests you may have in the comments down below and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!